Hi, my name is Aubrey Sergers. Today is Saturday, September 27th, 2025. Today I will be presenting on Managing Machine Learning, which is an AI product management specialization course taught by Duke University. Here's my agenda. First, I'll be talking about the opportunity evaluation. Next, I'll be talking about the CRISP DM business understanding. Next, I will give you an overview of the data understanding and preparation, followed by the modeling, evaluation, and solution validation. And I'll finish by giving you an overview of my deployment, monitoring, and maintenance of what this project is all about. Here I'll be talking about opportunity evaluation. So here's the overall objective of my project. It's to improve my company's response to cybersecurity incidents reported by employees, because currently there's no standardized system for recording, prioritizing, or routing these types of incidents. So the entire intent purpose of this project is to automate incident triage and resolution and routing, to categorize those incidents by type and severity, to identify patterns to improve future response and prevention to those types of incidents. And hopefully the expected impact of all this is to have faster response times, to improve prioritization and risk of those incidents, and to have enhanced visibility to recurring threats and vulnerabilities against our organization. The next step is the CRISP-DM understanding. I'll talk about those. The purpose of the CRISP-DM business understanding is to prioritize those incidents based on the severity and the risk. Also, automate triage and routing to appropriate teams. We also want to be able to identify patterns in incident types and sources. So once we identify all those goals, we have to ask key questions in order to be able to write the machine learning language. You got to understand what types of incidents are most commonly reported. Got to know how quickly are the incidents often resolved, and what factors contribute to those high risk types of incidents. Those are three important questions that have to be answered to be able to write the machine learning language. Next is the data understanding and preparation. In the data understanding and preparation phase, you have to understand your data sources. So for those attributes, there are certain characteristics that you have to look for. Things such as the employee reported incident logs. For example, your phishing, suspicious activity. Then we have to have metadata, such as timestamps, user roles, various departments. We also have the historical resolution data, for example, time it takes to resolve an incident, the actions taken. And also, we may think about adding external threat intelligence feeds that we get from other different sources. We also can add that information to help us narrow down the type of incident that are going on and the severity levels and decide what needs to be done with it. And more data understanding and preparation, you have your initial exploration. Next, you have to analyze the incident categories and their frequency. You have to look at any and identify any missing data or anything that's inconsistent. You have to understand the current classification and the resolution workflows. You have data preparation tasks. You also have to worry about look at the cleaning. You got to make sure that as far as cleaning, you got to make sure that all duplicates are removed. You got to handle any missing values. You have the data transformation. You got to look at it, encode categorical variables such as like the incident type, the departments. You got labeling. You got to assign severity levels like as low, such as low, medium, and high. based on historical resolution values and data. You also got feature engineering. They got to look at the time of report. Was it after hours or was it versus business hours? We got the user roles. We got the admin, general staff. We also got historical behaviors, repeat reporters. Next is the modeling, evaluation, and solution validation phase. In the modeling, evaluation, solution, and validation phase, we got modeling goals. Here we got the classification, where we have to worry about the predict severity level of an incident. We also have clustering. We have the group similar incidents to identify the various patterns. And you also have the recommendations, as a recommendation rather, where you suggest next steps or escalation paths. We also have to consider various algorithms. Which algorithms do we want to use? For example, for random forest, we talked about in class, the instructor talked about, you got XGBoost for classification. For natural language processing models, you can use BERT for analyzing incident descriptions. You got the K-means or DB-scan for the clustering. Those different types of algorithms that can be used to be able to set up the machine learning modeling and validation. Then we have our modeling evaluation and solution validation. So I've got evaluation metrics. We got to worry about the accuracy, the precision, the recall for the classification. You got your silhouette scoring for your clustering. Then you got to have your solution validation plan. You got to use cross validation to assess the model robustness, how robust it is. You got to be able to compare the model predictions with actual outcomes. And then you got to gather feedback from different analysts to be able to make that data even better, to refine it, to get the output that you want and make that output even better to refine it. And lastly, we have the deployment, monitoring, and the maintenance phase. In this particular phase, which I'm over my 5 minutes, we got the deployment strategy where we have to integrate the model into the existing incident management platform, whether we're going to use ServiceNow, Jira, or some other type of platform. Then we got to provide dashboards for the analysts to review for predictions and recommendations. We establish feedback loops to continuously improve the model performance. Then we got to monitor for risk management. We got to track the model over time, set alerts for misclassifications or anomalies. We ensure secure access and auto logging for sensitive data. And lastly, we have a maintenance plan. We reframe model regularly with new incident data. We update features based on evolving threat landscape. And we monitor for concept drift and adjust the model accordingly. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Here's my information, and this is how I can be reached. Thank you.